especially when it comes to the winter time. Choosing the right length rod for short commercial work up to medium commercial work, I can't stress how important it is. It's this time of the year where those little intricacies, that extra 1% of finesse, precision, accuracy gets you loads more bites. So let's talk about choosing the right length rod for the kind of scenario where you might be faced with up to, let's say, 40 meters. Choosing the right length rod is really, really important for a number of reasons. Now, in front of me here, I've got two rods from the X7 range. I've got the 9-foot Finesse and I've got the 10-foot Precision. Now, we've got two different rod actions within the range, but when it comes to the winter time, the length of the rod, in my opinion, is far more important, because I want that versatility. A 10-foot rod is so versatile because it allows you to fish from dropping a feeder under your feet for down the margins to fishing up to 40 meters on a more open water peg. But also with the 10-foot rod, not only have you got that sublime playing action that covers all species of fish that you might be targeting with a little method feeder, a bomb, a little conventional feeder on your reservoirs, but you've also got that power in the lower end of the rod, in the butt section, for casting accuracy, but also when you're playing fish under your feet. And of course, as we know on these kind of commercials, you're catching anything from little F1s, little stocky carp, right up to the odd big commercial carp that comes along and takes your bait. And your rod has to handle all kinds of fish, especially in match conditions where you want to land your fish quickly and efficiently. That's where the 10-foot rod really comes into play. So it gives you that versatility of fishing from right under your feet up to 40 meters. But then people say to me, well, when do I use a 9-foot rod? If a 10-foot rod covers me for everything for that area, why do I need a 9-foot rod? Well, the answer to that question is quite simple. That the shorter length is really good for when you're punching a feeder against the other bank and you need that slightly shorter length. Therefore, as you let go of that feeder, the feeder is running lower, more parallel with the water line, therefore you can get underneath that vegetation. But also, because it's a shorter length, it's even more softer. That allows you to get away with smaller hooks, lighter lines, lighter feeders. So choosing the right length rod is really important, and a 9 and a 10 foot covers me for all my commercial fishing, let's say up to 40 meters, and then above 40 meters I'll be looking at 11-foot rod. But always go for a rod that you find versatile, and that's exactly what you get with a 9 and a 10-foot rod for covering you, not only for your commercial fishing, but also on your short range, on your natural waters where you might be fishing a braid setup and catching loads of fish and getting loads of bites. So I hope that information helps with your guidance when it comes to choosing the right length rod in certain situations.